How you going, guys and girls? Luke Lorna from Shilling Entertainment. Anyway, guys, look, I thought I'd give you a bit of a quick update on what's been happening in the world of shilling and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I've been working on my my latest updated reel at the moment. Yeah, it's going good so far. Like I said, a bulk of it's already there. I just got to basically go over it and fine tune and whatnot. There's a lot of tweaking and a lot of stuff I have to still kind of tweak and do with it yet. But yeah, I'm working on that at the moment. See if I can get that out. And then I really want to try and, like I said, work on and finish this normal short film special edition that I've been working on. I really want to try and get that done as well. I'm hoping I can get those projects done by the end of the year. I'm just going to focus on the reel first, knock that out, and we'll just take it from there. I'm not going to. Ideally, I'd like to get all that stuff done by the end of the year if I can. I'll just see how I go. It's a lot of work, and I don't want to jeopardize on quality and things like that. With the normal short film special edition that I'm working on, I'm about halfway or a bit more with the new dialogue that Dan Reeder re-recorded for us. And yeah, it's really good. It's 2025 treatment, you know what I mean? Like it's ideally my desired endgame perfect version of that film. It's got music. It's got a like I said, a whole brand new score that really helps sell the emotions. Has more gut, more impact now. When you watch it, it's like boom in your face. Just really plays on the emotion, really sets it off. So Ronnie Minder did the music for that. He used piano, which was really good. Very powerful instrument. Yeah, and really does. Like I watch it and it tugs on the heartstrings a little bit now, which is good. I don't know if when you make movies, if you're desensitized when you make them. I got a little bit, but it just faded. But I'm sure that if someone that hasn't seen it before watches it for the first time, they may get the full impact. It's a filmmaker's curse. Is not being able to fully feel what your movie would feel like watching it from someone that's never had nothing to do with the film before. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but it is a nice feeling when you do get a little bit of that feeling. You can feel it, and you're like, and then it fades, it disappears, and you're like, oh fuck. But if you know that you've felt that a little bit, then that's good enough. So I'm sure, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that when people do see it, they'll get the full impact from the experience watching it. It's just a fucking. It's just miles better. It's so good now. It's the version. It's Luke Lorna's endgame vision, and yeah, there's a lot of work. I don't think people realise, and that's what I keep saying to filmmakers and shit. When you make movies, you got to get it right the first time. You got to make sure your audio and your visual and everything's good. It just saves a lot of time fucking around with it in post production, things like that. So like trying to redo all the dialogue and all the sound, every sound that was involved in the film, and redo the whole lot, mix it, and then music and audio, all that type of shit. It's like, whew, I don't think people realise. So yeah, guys, so that's kind of what's on the cards anyway. That's what I'm working towards. And then, like I said, hopefully next year, I'm hoping I can just strictly focus on finishing the Snap Factory trailer, the official Snap Factory trailer. That the next project I work on, that's a fair chunk of it's already done, and it looks good. And then I want to focus on the film. I really want to get to that level, that stage. I'm just sick and tired of just years are going past, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I know what I have. I know what I've got is something really special. I've got something really special with this project. It's really good, and it's so easy. And I got to remain in control. I have to remain calm and collected. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I can't push myself. I can't jeopardize what I have, because it's fucking gold. What I have, I know it's gold. It's good. I've done a really good job at the time. I'm very proud of what I've done on this film. I look at it and I go, fucking hell, I have something very special here. And then I'm like, I can't rush it as much as I want to push it out. I got to do this right. I've got to do it the way I envisioned it from the start. I've got to execute that to a fucking T. And if I can do that, then I will win back my credibility. People will take me serious again. People will look at the film and go, shit, I can see that he's put a lot of time and effort into this. So everything that I've been preaching over the years with the videos I've done and all the talk, the fucking talk, and I need to be able to prove and show to the people, the audience, there's a different way, there's a better way than what most people are doing, right? That's the only card I've got left to play. People are so used to the stuff that's been pushed out there, and they don't know any different. They don't know there's a better way, a different way, right? I know, and it's really hard because people are visual. They need to see something to believe it. They don't have faith or trust, or they don't see the end game vision like I do, and it's hard because people are they need to see results, and they think that's cream of the crop, and it's not. There's a better way, and I've been preaching this for years now. People, like I said, filmmakers, I stand true to it. I do. I stand true to my belief. I don't believe that the stuff that people are producing these days is the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. It's not cream of the crop. And I'm sorry, you won't convince me. I'm not convinced. I don't believe it. Right? That people are putting their best works in forward. I'm not seeing it. And I know every filmmaker is different. People are going to say, well, Luke, look, in their eyes, that's the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. That's cream of the crop for them. So why are you judging them? Why are you judging their work? What does it matter? Why does it hurt you? And I always felt, I don't know, for a very long time, I felt maybe I shouldn't give a shit. Right? Maybe I shouldn't care. And that's my downfall. That's my curse. I care too much. Right? I give a shit about people and people's works and quality and all that type of stuff. And for many years, I was putting so much into my staff. And I felt like I was going crazy at one stage, because I'm like, well, I'm putting all this in and not getting any results out, minimal, not really getting the desired impact or results that I was looking for. I don't know what I was looking for. And like I said, it's been a never-ending, constant push all the time, every step of the way. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, just constantly fucking pushing myself to the extreme every time to get bigger and better every time. I don't know where I get that thirst, that hunger from. And then when I see people just putting out stuff, and it fucking depresses me, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything with my life. My life's stagnant. But then I have to remind myself constantly every day when I look at my own works, and I'm like, you know what, dude, fuck it. Fuck what people think. Fuck what people want. You do it for yourself. Do what you have to do. And that's very hard. That's really hard. Especially when people are producing stuff, they're putting stuff out there, right? And you're just fucking sitting back, observing everyone, taking notes. And you got to constantly remind me. I've got to keep changing my mindset all the time, my philosophy. I can't do what I used to do. And I don't know if it's just a shock to the system. People are used to seeing things being produced and put out there, that when a new way pops up, that's alien, that's taboo. It's like people are like, they can't comprehend or accept that that's the reality. That's truth. What is truth? Everything changes. No one knows. Just because I'm doing something differently doesn't mean it's right or wrong. And people need to accept that every artist is completely different. And I think for many, many years, with the constant pushing that I've been doing, in order to make it, no one can knock me for that. No one can knock me for saying that Luke really did try fucking hard. He pushed himself hard. No one can take that from me. I've live and walk in proof. And I think for many, many years, and I think it still does, it pisses me off a little bit about the amount of potential that people have, and it's just wasted. It's wasted effort. And I think that annoys me more. It used to be that was my competition. That's the shit I had to compete against. I'm looking at it and I'm going, fuck me dead. And then the more stuff that people produce out there, the more people get used to it. It means it drowns out your voice when something good comes along, when cream of the crop comes along. And I think that used to annoy a bit. Now it's more like I'm pissed off at the amount of wasted potential. I see a lot of filmmakers that have got, and I do believe they go into a project, any project. I do believe every filmmaker goes into a project or any project that they work on from the start. I think they've got a good positive mindset. I do believe they're truly they're passionate at the start of a project. I do believe that, right? I've seen it. But where I think it falls flat, and I do believe, you can't try and waver or shake me on this. You can't, unless someone comes to me with fucking circumstantial evidence that's overwhelmingly fucking positive on that end with things. I'm not convinced, and I haven't been convinced for a very, very long time that people are putting their soul, their fucking all into their works. I'm just not seeing it, guys. And the reason I'm not seeing it is because I know myself, I've put my soul into my works. I've bled for this. Right? I paid the price for this. Right? My health. I sacrificed and gave everything. My everything I had. All that I was. into my artwork. And it's fucking immortalized forever. You can't take that. And when I look at people's films, what people produce, the stuff they whip out, I'm sorry, but I'm not convinced that that's your best. I'm not convinced that's your best work. And the reason being is because they sit there and they crack the shits on IMDb, and they think they've been hard done by, people are fucking judging their works and giving them poor reviews and bad fucking ratings and all this type of shit. But when I look at the movie, when I sit there and I watch it, I study it, I look at it, and I see the really bad visual effects in it, the really fucking bad sound design, the poor editing, the bad acting, all these things, right? And then I read the reviews, and the reviews are adding up. They're corresponding with what they've just witnessed. And I'll have to admit, some reviews are pretty bad. Like some people, I think, troll. I think some people go to the extreme and unrealistic. But there's a lot of reviews that I do read on these movies that say, a fucking my 6-year-old could do better and all this type of shit. I'm fully in agreement with what they're saying. You can't be that pig-headed. You can't just go through life thinking, oh, my film's the fucking cream of the crop, I've done the best. You can't expect to make a quality product in the short time span that you've been working on. You can't. Right? And I don't know if it's just laziness or that people are not passionate enough or whatever. But it's all excuses. And I don't want to hear it. Because from the very moment of conception for the project, you were super fucking passionate. Right? I'm not denying that. I'm not knocking that. Right? You've done a good job. You were great. Where is it? Why isn't that passion not being carried through the entire process of the product? Why is it you're super passionate at the start? And I feel ya. I feel for you. I feel ya. Right? Because at the start of any project, you're super passionate. Right? The start of the project for me is some of the most, that's some of the best works. The most passionate stuff comes out from conception, right? I know that because I'm the same. The part where I feel like it drowns out, I'm reading. There's a lot of psychology in this shit. You got to read it. Where I think it falls flat. This is what from years and years of gauging what I'm seeing, what I'm witnessing with films, watching and observing, and this is the conclusion I've drawn. This is my conclusion anyway. This is what I've drawn. Okay, you can take it or leave it. I feel like that at the start of any given project, the filmmaker is, like I said, super passionate, right? They love casting. They love the process, the building, the designing, all that type of shit. They get all that organised, and then they go off and they shoot the movie. And then it's usually during the post-production phase, and it happens every time. It happens with me too. And this is the part where you've got to maintain the same level of intensity with passion from the moment you conceive the project. You need to carry it right through 110%, right? You get to the post-production phase, the last stage of development, where you got to cut the fucking thing together. I feel it's the most time-consuming, most daunting part of the process. I love when I make magic, but I know that in order to make the magic, you've got to invest the time and the energy with the edit, the cut. You got to. That's the most time-consuming part of the entire filmmaking process, is the editing stage of development, right? And I think people, like I said, you're super passionate. You get to that point, organising, you shoot it, get to the point of post-production, cutting, editing, all that type of shit, and then people lose the passion, the energy. They're like, fuck, I just want to move on to my next project. And they whip it out. And that happens every fucking time. Every time I watch a movie, I'm like, you can see the passion, right? You can see it. You can see all the good that they've done. But when it comes to the final product, the end, you're watching, you're like, what the fuck? You just wasted everyone's fucking time that worked on the project because you want to get it out and move on to your next project because you can't be fucked with it no more. Your passion, the energy drops. It dropped. The level dropped from fucking 110 to 40%. And it's like, why? Why the fuck do you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you rush? I'll give you an example. Like, I'm not gonna shit talk the people. I'm gonna shit talk the product. I was watching a film. What was it? Oh, there's a lot of bad independent films. Fuck me, it's shocking. But there's also some good ones too. I'm not saying all filmmakers are bad. There's some fucking good ones out there, right? It's rare, but there's a lot of shit being produced, and I've been saying that for years because people are just not willing to fucking invest the time and people think, hard work is about producing stuff, putting stuff out. No, that's the fucking end product. That's what you get. That's the little bit of fucking evidence, joy you get at the end of it all. The hard work is in the investment that you do with the fucking product, with the film. Right? Peter Carlos nailed it when I was listening to a little video that he put up on his Instagram on the other day, actually. A cup popped up and I was listening to it, and he's talking about actors think that acting is just about learning your fucking lines and that's it. And he said, no, he says there's way more than that. It's all about the investment that you put in, that you do, the amount of work you fucking put into it. You know, the research and development, the study, the fucking drawings, the finding the clothing, people, they have no fucking idea. People just rock up on a movie set, learn their lines and think that's it. And I'm just going to shoot me lines and fucking that's it. Bob's your fucking sister. Right? It's not. If you knew the amount of investment that I do when I put into every one of my movies, you'd shit yourself. The amount of fucking research and development, the study, the watching of different movies that I've done, the analysing, the fucking study, the research, the development. It'd blow your fucking tonsils out. Right, you look at I've got a serial killer board. You know those detective boards where they put all their fucking shit up and they connect it with pins and red wool? I've got a board like that at home on the farm. Right? Everything's linked. Everything's connected. And people like, Luke sits on his he hasn't produced anything. He's you know, I don't know if I'm just in a fucking different level or people are just like, they look at you like you're a fucking idiot. Right? That's true filmmaking. That's how you fucking do it. Right? It's not a matter of the amount of fucking movies you produce. It's about the quality of the work you work on. Or am I just fucking retarded or something? Some days I feel like I'm going insane because I feel like I'm going about it the wrong way and everyone else is correct because I've been that drowned out over the years with the amount of stuff that's been produced and pushed out, the shit that's been fucking shoved down your fucking throat, pushed out there to the fucking general public, to watch this. And I don't know what the fuck they get out of it. I don't know what they see in it. But I just personally think it's a waste of everyone's fucking time that worked on the product. Because they cut the first take they see together. They don't blend and stitch. So the actors can't really watch something and get engagement, get a feel for how they should do it. right? With the nailing the dialogue and the sounds and the realism because if you're truly invested, when you're acting, if you learn your lines to the point that where you fucking know them off by heart, you're brainwashed by them, you're blind, and when you produce something, you have to feel what you're doing. You have to actually feel the words when you're talking to someone, right? You have to. I can see it. It stands out like dog's balls now, right? And a lot of these filmmakers, like I said, trying to get back to it. They're super passionate, and then they fall flat with the last stage, the process of editing, the final stage of development. They're like, I can't be, because you've been invested for fucking so many years already. You're working on it, and it's just like you want to move on to your next project, and you can't be, and you can't be fucked. You rush, you just push out the edit. You just like, yeah, cut the first thing you say together, rush it out. Yeah, it should be right. Bad editing, bad visual effects, bad fucking sound design. Fucking, it's just shocking, man. It's fucking terrible. And all the passion, or everything all the work that people invested, it's just wasted. Wasted fucking potential. Like, what's the point of fucking making a movie? What's the point of doing it? What's the point of rushing? And don't fucking say to me, right? Don't come to me when I fucking know and say that, Luke, no, that's me best, mate. That's me best work. I don't believe it. Not from what I've picked up, what I've learnt myself over the years. I've done everything on my own. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. Right? Stop fucking lying. Saying that that's your best. It's the cream of the crop. When you've got fucking IMDb scores on most of your fucking film projects that are like 4.1. Right? Don't you fucking dare tell me that shit is the best of the best of the fucking best. What you've done is the best. What you've created is the best. It's not. It's fucking dog shit. Right? There's bad editing, bad visual effects, bad acting. I'm sorry, and I feel sorry for the actors. I fucking do. Right? There's some actors that are pretty ordinary, and they need to work on their craft. Right? I'm not saying all actors are fucking the cream of the crop, but I feel sorry for the actors because they put their fucking soul. They go 110% with every take. Every time they fucking do something, 110%, they put their soul, they put everything into it, right? And then when it comes to the filmmaker, they get fucked in the ass by the fucking filmmaker, let down by the filmmaker, pushed the fucking film out in under 2 years, right? Because they can't be fucked, they can't invest, they cut the first take they see together, they don't get the multiple takes. There might have been a good part from take 7. There might be a good part from take 1. Might be a good part from take whatever. And they don't do any blending and stitching. Right? They don't blend and stitch to make the actor look good. No cream of the crop. And they do some cheesy fucking visual effects because they don't want to spend the money on the product to make these actors look good. Right? They cut the first thing they see together. They don't have many, like 6 cuts of the same edit to figure out which is the best one. There's even times where I've watched where a window will shatter in a car. This is an example. I'm not going to say the film's name. I don't want to embarrass anyone, right? I'm not going to fucking say the film's name, right? I was watching an independent film, right? And I've got to be careful what I say here because people will know. Let's just say There was a windshield, right? And there's a crack. You can see the glass crack, right? No one put a sound effect over that. People are like, what does it matter, Luke? What does it matter? It's only what you see, the windshield, the glass cracks, right? No sound effect, no sound design over the glass cracking on the windshield, right? No one's going to care. No one's going to bother. Am I the only one that sees these little details that pick the pepper out of the fly shit and realise, hang on a minute, should put a fucking sound there? And people are like, why does it matter? Why are you wasting a lot of time, Luke? You're wasting a lot of time, my friend, when you should be pumping it out. Does it matter? No one cares. No one gives a shit. You know, this is the fucking problem. This is the attitude of today's world. There's no one's passionate anymore. No one's super passionate. No one wants to make quality. No one wants to live back in the 1940s, the golden era, where people took pride in their pocket watches, right? Or the fridges that they made that would last 20 to 40 years. Or televisions that would last 20 to 40 fucking years. Or anything like that. No one wants to do that no more. And then I used to have people come up to me and say, you know what, Luke, I'm just as passionate. I'm just as passionate as you, if not more. Fuck off. Right? Just fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Because the results speak louder than words. And people are like, look, you haven't produced a film in 10 years. You should see Snap Factory. You should see the fucking level of detail and sophistication that I've put into it. Right? You're talking about, you know, the windshield and glass cracking and all that type of stuff, right? Oh, I'm not going to put a sound over that. Lukey Lorna watches it, right? Lukey Lorna watches it. Lukey Lorna observes it. Lukey Lorna studies it. Lukey Lorna analyzes it, right? He's in the fucking movie. He's watching it. He's enjoying it. Not bad. Pretty good. And all of a sudden I see something like that. No glass crack, no sound effect, right? And then I immediately I get out of the picture. I've lost the immersion. Right, there's no immersion. I'm not immersed in it no more. Because I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the faults in it now. I'm studying, I'm analysing, I'm like, fuck. Why the fuck do you do that? If you were truly invested in your film product, right, you would fucking see these details. Why do you do that? Why do you fucking do that? And everyone thinks I'm an idiot. Right? No one's going to talk to you like this because everyone's sucking up everyone's ass. No one's telling anyone the truth. Right? People are going off thinking that their stuff's fucking the bee's knees. And it's not. I don't know if I'm just in a different fucking league. I don't know if I'm mental, if I'm psycho, if I'm fucked in the head, if there's something wrong with me and everyone else is correct. I don't know. I have all this doubt all the fucking time. And then, like, I watch another independent film, right? And the visual effects, oh my God, are fucking terrible. Like, spend a bit of fucking money. You've already spent money to produce the movie from conception. You have to spend money to fucking make a film, to start a movie, to start a film, right? Are you that fucking lazy that you can't be fucked trying to save up a bit more money because you want to move on to your next fucking project, right? Which no one gives a shit about because you let the current film down. No one's taking you serious anymore. You've lost your credibility, right? I don't want to fucking see another movie like that. Right? It's just it's all about your track record. You got to start making some good stuff, guys. Start making some good shit. And they just don't want to spend the fucking money and invest to make everyone look good. And you wonder why you're not getting anywhere. Because everything's fucking stagnant. And you deserve, I'm sorry, you fucking deserve the 4.1 scores on IMDb. You deserve the reviews that you get. You get what you fucking put in. You get what you get. It's them all about the amount of investment. I'm sorry to say that's the truth. It's what you put in. It's the energy. It's the effort. It's the fucking love. The passion. The energy. The commitment. The love. Right? You gotta caress this movie. You gotta fuck it. You gotta make love to it. You gotta put everything into it. It's in the little details. It's not in the big details. It's in the little shit. Just put a sound effect over the fucking cracking on the windshield. Stop using olden day fucking sound effects like olden day phones that were like fucking 1940s or whatever the fuck it was, and put it on a modern day phone. Start touching up the fucking makeup. You can clearly see my passion hasn't fucking died. It's still there. It's probably 10 times more intense. The stuff I've got to compete against. I don't give a fuck how long it takes to make a film. As long as you put your soul into every fucking thing you do, what you work on. And you stop producing shit all the fucking time just to get make a name. Because the name, who cares? It's in the work. People don't see the end fucking game vision. People are short-sighted. People only see what they want to fucking see. Fuck me, man. It's a battle. It's a real struggle. And people don't like the truth. And people hate the truth. People hate. They fucking hate what I have to say. They hate what Luke Lorna's preaching. They hate what Luke Lorna's saying. Because in their mind, they know I'm right. Right? But they keep fucking doing this shit. They're playing these games, going down the same road, the same path. And people are going to say to me, Luke, what does it matter? It's not your problem. It's their problem. Why do you give a shit? Why do you care? This is the fucking problem with the world. Because no one takes an interest. No one cares. No one gives a shit. Everyone's trying to protect and look after their precious little fucking name. Right? Who cares what people think? I do it for myself. Because no one else is going to fucking do it. I don't hear anyone else going out there preaching and making videos and telling people the truth of what they've experienced, what they've gauged. This is years and years, guys, of engagement. Things that I've picked up, things I've learnt, things I've witnessed, things I've experienced, things I've fucking gone through. Right? I fucking know. I do it all. I do every job. Right? I analyse, I study, I know everyone's department. I know everyone's area. You know why I know everyone's area? Because I fucking want to know. I want to invest. I want to know everyone. And people, this is another issue. People just want to focus on their one little pissy little fucking job. No one wants to focus and invest in other people's areas. Oh, I don't need to, Luke. I want to have it easy. I want an easy life. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to burn myself out. I don't want to be punished. I don't want to go through pain. This is a fucking problem. In order to know filmmaking, you must know everything about it. You need to learn the language. You need to invest. You know what works, what doesn't work. It helps you to make better movies. It helps you to study. It helps you to grow. It helps you to fucking this and that. Right? But no one wants to go through pain. No one wants to do it hard. No one wants to suffer. No one wants to go through fucking pain and hardship. Right? I don't have to, Luke. And you'll keep making mediocre films with no soul. Right? A film should take a part of you with it. Because once a movie's made, it's set in stone, it's immortalized. You got it forever. I know when Snap Factory comes out and it does set a date of light, it's going to be fucking good. Because I know the amount of investment. Luke Lorna paid the hefty price for that movie, and that was his health. Right? It cost me a part of myself. Right? There's a part of Luke Lorna in that fucking movie. There's a part of his soul that's in that movie. Right? That's why I know it's going to be good. And people will shit a brick when they see it. Right? It's powerful. It's got a lot of power behind it. Right? It's perfect. There's no issues. There's no faults. I've got OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I've studied, I've ran over it, I've analysed it about 1,000,000 fucking times. Right? There's no faults in it. There's no issues. There's things I wish I would have changed a little bit on the day, but I'm very happy. And this is the problem. You don't try to make more issues. You try to eliminate the issues, the faults. And people are going to say, well, but, you know, just because you, you know, someone might think it's good, where you might think it's crap. It's subjective. I just don't believe in you shouldn't have to be making all these fucking mistakes in order to learn. You should be trying to learn as much as you can, nail it the first time round. And of course, the next film round, you take what you've learned and you improve, you get better than that. And then, yeah, you get to the point where you can't really find any more issues with your movies and faults. I'm super passionate, guys, about all this. Right? I'm super passionate about movie making and films. I go beyond and above with all the film projects that I work on. I do a lot of studying and analysing. I watch a lot of films. I see what works, what doesn't work. I improve upon it. I learn. That's your reward. The study, the analysing. Anyway, guys, look, I'll leave it at that. Till next news video post, whatever you want to call it. I'm writer, producer, director Luke Lorna from Shilling Entertainment, and I am signing off. I really do hope you guys got something out of that. I know I spoke with a lot of passion. It fucking it angers me. It frustrates me. This is the shit I see every day, all the time. 24/7. There's another way, a better way, and people are just not willing to fucking accept and take it on. You know, I'm just trying to convince people that don't do what everyone else does. Don't be a fucking sheep. Don't follow the leader. Be fucking different. Right? Be unique. Stand out from the rest of the crowd. Right? I cop a lot of judgment. I'll be a punching bag. I don't give a fuck anymore. Right? As long as that I can express the truth, my truth, what I think is correct, what I think is right. It's whether people take it on board or not. You know, if you get something from this, cool. Right? If you don't, well, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. So, I think I just care too fucking much. And I do, like I said, a lot of analysing and observing, and, you know, people just don't like to hear the truth. So stuck in this fucking world, this rut of a world. Everyone does the same shit, repetitive shit, over and over and over and over and over. It gets fucking tiring after a while. You gotta do it though if you want to fit in, if you want to be if you want to be successful and make it. All this fucking shit. You know, I'm just accustomed to pain. I'm used to it. I've got my whole life has just been fucking pain. Right? I don't know any fucking think different. I don't know that, you know, people just don't want to go suffer. They just don't want to go through the motions, the pain, the barriers. That's where you fucking grow, is in all that. Take it up the arse and fuck it. Accept it. Embrace pain. Accept it. It's not there to hurt you. It fucking sucks, but you'll grow. You'll learn from it. It's your best teacher. I'm a punching bag. I'm a pincushion. I can take a lot of fucking blows. And you learn, you get better, you suffer for a while, and then you get better. The life lessons that you learn along the way, my God. It's like the best form of education, the best knowledge. That's true power. If you want to obtain knowledge, you got to suffer. You got to pay the ultimate cost, the price. Right? I've done that. I've paid the price. I've the pursuit of knowledge. Right? It's up to you. I hate obsessive compulsive disorder, but I also love it at the same time, because it helps me to make good decisions. Right? I don't fuck up. I make minimal mistakes with this illness that I have. It's a bitch. I hate it. It's very time consuming, taxing, full of energy, all that type of shit. But fuck me, like I look at what I know now, what I've learned, and I'm like, ooh, I don't think no one can take that from me now. I've earned that. But like I said, this is all stuff that this is just my my mindset. This is my thought process. These are my thoughts, right? Not everyone's going to agree. Not everyone's going to accept. That's fine. All right, that's up to you. But I need to be able to express my truth. This is my truth. You know, take it or leave it. But at least I got the balls to fucking say it. I've got the balls to say what I think a lot of people are thinking. And I just don't care anymore. Maybe at one stage in my 20s or something, maybe you used to give a shit, but I don't care now. I think I'm a bit beyond that crap. I've worked hard. I've busted my ass for this fucking industry, you know. I've paid the fucking cost. I've paid the admission fee. And everyone thinks, oh, it's easy. It's not. Filmmaking's fucking hard. I don't care what anyone says. Maybe acting's easy because you got one job to focus on, one job to worry about. But when you're a fucking filmmaker, you got about 200 jobs to fucking consider. So yeah, it's nothing short of hell on earth. You got finances, you got fucking people breathing down your neck. There's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure when it comes to making movies. And I don't think people realise that. And I've been trying to educate people over the years about it, you know. But I don't know if it falls on deaf ears or not. I seem to be the only one that fucking gives a shit. Like, I seem to be the only one that cares enough to make videos expressing how the journey, the process so far to date, what it's like living with and shit. I don't know. Anyway, guys, look, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, like I said, until next news video posts, whatever you want to call it. I'm writer, producer, director, Luke Lorna from Shilling Entertainment, and I'm signing off. All right, guys, take care. Look after yourself, and God bless. Bye for now, guys. See you, bye.